Oh my goodness! Look at all these people in here. We must have some special guests going on. Of course, we got our usuals. Your boy Jordan Watkins here. Gina, Rod, what's going on? What's good, Dan? Unk's in the building. And it is a pleasure to bring on as well to Sports Laugh and Chill. Trey's with us. Maestro's also with us from the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Of course, Gina was on it last week. So now it's cool that we have them in here. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing this week?
What's happening? How y'all doing?
What's good?
Actually, I was on it like 4 months ago, and Rod and Wise were on it last week.
That's right.
Yeah, Wise and Rod was on with us last week.
Yep.
Yeah,
my people are just everywhere. I forget who goes where and when. That's all it is. But that's also a good sign. That means that they're doing a lot of things. And happy to have you all
everywhere, making our rounds.
Shout out to everybody who's either celebrating a 1-0 week so far. That's me included. If not, hey, it's only week 1. You got a lot of time to catch up on some things.
Hey, raise your hand if your team won on Sunday.
All right. That's cool. I'm humble.
One of these kids is doing their own thing. One of these kids is not the same.
I'm humble right now. I'm humbled until tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you know what? I think
going in on Maestro.
So
I think we know where we.
I have to ask, who's your squad? Because
Pittsburgh.
You're literally the only person not representing them today.
Nah, I decided to chill. I decided to chill today.
After all that talk, man.
Look, I'm gonna do the same shit tomorrow, but today I figured it was appropriate to be humble.
And it's still current. Ain't seen in a long time.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm back tomorrow. Don't get it twisted. I'm back tomorrow, but today, nah. I should be. I should humble myself, like my team was humble Sunday.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to be a Chicago Bears fan, would you?
No. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm seeing Rod and Gina. Look, let me be clairvoyant. I feel like
get it out, right?
I feel like y'all. I feel like y'all put y'all little backgrounds. Like I don't feel like y'all do this every week. I feel like
whoa.
I feel like this is a special. I feel like this is a special. You know what I mean? A special thing that y'all doing because I deserve it.
Hey Chelsea.
I deserve it. I'm just saying it feels personal.
I mean, I personally like my team, so that's why my banner's there. I'm
only talking to San Fran fans right now. I'm only talking about San Fran.
Are you done with your soliloquy,
Brian?
Because that was a bunch of bull that you just spoke on, and this is how we normally represent week in and week out. So what you're speaking on right now lets us know that you haven't been watching us every week. So with that being said, just like your team did as of yesterday, you slept on us once again. And for that,
congratulations, you played yourself.
I accept that.
That's all I'm going to say to that.
I accept
Humble
that.
pie is what you eat tonight.
Hey man, just put a little hot sauce on it.
I told Cats it was going to be a blowout.
Yeah, they're going to score.
Yeah, there it was. It was 30-7. Obviously, we have
the graphics. Y'all way too good with the graphics.
Let's get into it. You know, we have
all Rod right there.
Rod is our in-house graphic guru. He can hook you up too, Maestro.
Yeah, look, I talked to him a couple weeks from now.
What up, Kels?
What's up, Danielle? What's up, everybody?
Kelly. What up to Danielle, our Patreon member? Shout out to Kelly, one of our 49er fans. What up, Steve-O? Trey hate in the house.
Oh, man.
Steve-O.
Let's not talk about Trey. He's gone. He's
irrelevant if you bring him up already.
Boy, the only people that bring up Trey is the people that love Purdy and Jimmy G.
Oh, snap.
Hey, speaking of Jimmy G,
can we just not talk about?
That's all I'm saying.
You got to win on Sunday.
He had a fumble. He had a fumble at the goal line.
Yeah.
Oh, and
yeah,
he also had a win, but
Bump
he also
that.
had a little
Bump that. We gonna talk about these Steelers taking this L.
Right?
I know
He
that.
did.
I don't give a damn
did.
what the Raiders did. Raiders. I'm not talking about Jimmy G. I want to talk about this team that during the offseason had arguably one of the most flawless off seasons and preseasons there was until they ran into a real team that walked into their stadium along with our fans. You know, how did it feel to be outnumbered multiple ways?
Look, man, again, I'm humbled. That's that shit. I'm gonna tell you. I'm trying to be humble, and because it ain't nothing. That's that shit I don't like. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah,
that's that shit I don't like.
Mumbling now.
That's that shit I don't know. Let me be clear. That is that shit I do not like. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like how y'all showed up at my stadium. I don't like the viral clips of y'all having parties out front of my stadium. I don't like none of it. I don't like look.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah, y'all got it.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Let's be clear.
It was red and gold.
Taylor gang. Gang. Yeah, all that. Yeah, all that. All of that.
We wasn't ready, man. We wasn't ready week one, man. I'm humble.
You think?
I'm humbled. Ooh.
Y'all show stunk it up.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of clips. I didn't see a lot of terrible towels waving at all.
No, it was bad. Like it was really bad. Like I
up tears.
Y'all lost all levels.
It was a lot of red in them seats.
No, I felt like they was cheering more when we was like doing that. I was like, that's
we
when
travel
I
well.
Yeah, but see, normally we're known for traveling well, so I don't. It was bad, man. I would say I'm concerned, but it's week one. But again, I'm humbled.
Thank you, Danielle.
What are you concerned by when it comes to your team?
I'm not concerned about anything right now. It's week one. I'm not concerned about anything. It's week one.
You went up against
arguably the best team in the NFC right now. Arguably the best team in the NFC. I'm not concerned.
They had Patrick Peterson that was talking a lot of noise this week and got scored on twice.
Major.
And dropped 2 picks.
I got a clip
on Brandon Ayuk.
Peterson getting mossed if y'all need it.
That catch though.
It was nasty work, man. It was nasty work. Kudos to the 49ers, to y'all. I look, if y'all had caught me tomorrow, I might have been a little more spicy because I wouldn't have been in my feelings, but I'm still in my feelings. I ain't gonna hold you.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I went and got my little chicken dinner, put on my little, put on my jersey, got in my vibe. I got up early. I felt good. Cleaned up the crib. You know what I'm saying? Had the old school music playing. I felt good. And I mean, pretty much after George Pickens caught that one little 6-yarder, everything went to hell after that. I was telling Gina pre-show, like I almost would have rather just got shut out because that last little 2-minute drive, it was very clear that y'all was just playing down.
You might as well would have been the Giants. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I watched football. I saw what was happening.
Much.
And I said, all right. I mean, like you ain't even had to give us that. I would have been cool with the 0.
You ain't telling no
lie. They scored at 7 in the first half, right?
Yeah, right before halftime. Right before halftime.
Oh, okay.
You would have rather your offense quit right before halftime.
Nah, I'm looking back.
They cheered for them when they finally got a first down.
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean,
they cheered for them when they finally got a first down.
Oh, by the way, I did. By the way, I did.
No terrible towels anywhere in sight.
It wasn't no towel.
None.
I don't know what happened. I don't know
pull that terrible towel out if you want it.
I get it. What happened?
We were booing at halftime of our game, so I get it.
Look, I don't know what was happening. I'm glad because I'm the type of fan. I'm the type of Pittsburgh fan that if enough 49ers fans would have been talking crazy to me, I'd have been the one getting jumped. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I was cool in my living room. I'm too old to be out here getting caught on. Yeah, I'm too old for that. Man. Yeah, so So I just ate my. But the chicken wings were delicious though. They were quality chicken wings.
America's best.
Nah, little joint down. I mean, you wouldn't know about a little hood joint down the pike.
What? He better not have a fractured ankle. I know that.
It's that X-ray.
Hey, I heard Achilles.
Who that?
That's crazy.
I heard Achilles.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No,
all your hopes, all your dreams.
That looks like
gone, Jets fans.
hey, Dan.
Hey, it's a hard night life.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Slowly cracking.
Yeah,
it's a hard night life. The memes that are gonna come out tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks talking about the trophy look lonely. That bitch gonna stay lonely.
Huh? Well, why he come out with the American flag? Why y'all seen him coming ran out with the American flag?
9/11.
9/11. I couldn't figure it out for the life. I was like, he looks crazy right now. And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me why he ran out here with the American flag right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, hit that congratulations you played yourself again. Could you do that for me?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I ain't gonna hold you. I still ain't like it, but it still looked kind of. I ain't gonna hold you. Of all reasons.
My man just said, "Hey, it was just another, NFL Sunday."
Hey, y'all already look. Don't. We can get what's the conspiracy theory real quick. I won't do it. I won't be the one to do it. I won't be the one to do it. I won't do it on y'all show. It looked like my man trying to hand me the gun. If he hand me the gun, I'm gonna shoot. I go on everybody's podcast and say if they hand me the gun, I'm gonna shoot.
Oh my God. I've seen so many 9/11 conspiracy videos. Like if you put one in front of me, I'm watching.
Yeah. It's wild, man.
Yeah, man. But
anywho, back to sports.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Are we done with the Steelers like everybody else was?
Look, I was too. I watched it all the way to the end though, because I ride with my squad. I watched it all the way to the end though. I ride with my squad, but
you're a good fan, man.
That's a real fan.
From you, bro.
I try to be, man.
That's a real fan though.
I realized I did not watch.
I do too. Like I don't turn off if watch it.
Shit me. I turn that shit off.
Yeah,
I know where it's going.
You
Yeah.
got better things to do.
I want to die in misery.
I ain't had nothing better to do.
I want to die in misery.
I could have watched Power.
You know.
Let me ask y'all this. So, is that the best performance so far? I mean, obviously, there's still this game left, but is that the best performance of the weekend by the Niners?
I mean, Dallas pitched a shutout.
I was gonna say Dallas, pitched a no-hitter. So I think you gotta give credit to Dallas for doing what they did. Green Bay looked great too, though.
Kelly.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's
BA over Pickin. What's up, Marcus?
Yeah, Purdy over over
there you
quarterback, whoever it is.
Yeah.
That's that's the real one.
Exactly. No, I mean, if I had to do like individual groups, I think Dallas's defense had the best overall performance. But like the fact that the 49ers both look good offensively and defensively, I might give them the edge still in that.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, I can't wait till we talk numbers because actually we'll see who had the number 2 defense during the first week of the year, and we're not talking opinions. So can't wait to get to that conversation because, well, I tell you, a team that I thought was dead. Whoa. Well, hello, Gino.
There goes Caleb Williams in Los Angeles.
Hello, Gino. Hey, no. Caleb said he ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, he don't want to play for the Cardinals. That's why.
Well, he can only stay in college for so long, and I don't think Arizona's not going to have the number 1 pick for a little bit.
He ain't. Well, then he gonna be a 5th-year starter.
He gonna be playing for the was it Toronto Argonauts for a little bit.
That boy said, "I got endorsement deals. I can play in college forever, my boy."
That's a fact.
I can play in college forever.
That's a fact.
Only reason why he talking that talk is because they get money outside of that. That boy played for USC. Please, he good.
Oh, I know he's good. I saw last weekend. He good. He good. He is fine. Yeah. He's just fine.
Shout out to the Cardinals.
Hey, first off, there's no S. All right, let's get this straight. Okay, I get it. It was a bad loss, but we ain't gonna do that. All right, there's no S. Okay.
Hey, that's how I met Monica McNutt on Twitter. She said Cardinals, Stanford Cardinals, and I said, "Don't you mean Cardinals?" She goes, "Well, it's a good thing the women's Cardinal ain't in the thing anymore, so I don't have to keep saying it." And then she DM'd me.
Nice.
Trying to get her on the show.
That would be fly.
Work your magic.
Shoot your shots, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, basketball season, that go crazy.
I keep shooting my shot.
That would be fly.
Anyways,
yeah.
Proceed. I know, right?
No, let's put it this way too. Anyways, by the way, appreciate that, Terradome. Thank you. Yeah, let's go to another game. So another one of those big three that you think about in the NFC coming into this season. Of course, Unc and his Eagles up in New England. Very bad game rain-wise. Eagles come out 25-20. No, probably the score make everyone think, well, that's a lot closer than what you expected. But takeaways from that game, the Eagles and Patriots.
Bad play calling. To me, bad play calling.
I think Patriots could have won that.
Oh yeah, they could have easily won that. I mean, if you think about it, the only reason why we won is because we got 2 takeovers at the beginning of the game. But if you take into consideration the weather conditions created those turnovers for us. So if you really think about it, line for line, we could have easily lost that game. Now, along with the O-line wasn't pass protecting like they should have been, which is causing Jalen to get off his mark, and it also causing him not to be able to see the field because he missed 3 or 4 wide open shots, 2 to Galbert and 1 to Devontae. So I'm like, I don't know what was going on with them that game or whatever, but yeah, they got to get together. I mean, it's the first game of the season, so to me, it's I'm not really concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen didn't play any preseason games, so the chemistry between him and his receivers haven't really clicked in yet. Granted, they played last year, but at the same time, you still have that whole offseason of not throwing to your receivers and things of that nature. So, I mean, like I said, we got a lot we got to work on. But you know, again, I'm not really stressing it right now. Now, game 4, we still doing this? Yeah, I'm gonna be concerned. But other than that, you know, we'll be all right.
You know what I loved about it, right? Did you see them Georgia boys on the inside of that D-line causing havoc? Man, I'll tell you, hey, Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, that duo is going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
They are a problem. I was watching this video, Baldy. He was first off, telling you my quarterback's hurt in the first drive of the game. Okay, I don't want to talk about fantasy right now. Sorry, my team will still be better than Gina's at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
I do eventually about how I'm whooping that ass, but anyway,
my team will be better than Gina's at the end of the season.
Are you winning?
All that matters.
Are you winning, Gina?
We'll see about that.
Let's cook.
Everyone, I got an F on my Yahoo report card, but guess what? I'm killing it right now.
You see the difference of the 2 fantasy owners. Like, one, even if they're losing week 1, chilling, no big deal. Gina's over here doing her whole Dion speech right now. Do you believe?
You gotta have a bench. You gotta have a bench, okay? Your whole team can't be 2-3 players tops. It has to be.
You know who's on my bench, right?
Pause.
You know who's on my bench. I get Alvin Kamara back week 4.
That was crazy.
Brandon Ayuk's chilling.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Talking about bench players in fantasy football. But no, I was just watching that breakdown that Baldy did with those 2 inside. And I mean, the hand placement, the violent hands that Jalen Carter has with his moves. Look, here's what I think too. At the end of the day, I've given the Eagles O-line the benefit of the doubt in terms of figuring things out more than I'm going to be concerned about what they do after 1 week. They've earned that right.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I said it. I said on my podcast. I said, you know, as long as the defense comes in strong, then that'll create lanes and opportunities for the offense. So if the defense keeps doing what they're doing and stay focused and stay, you know, keep everything intact, we should be fine. But again, it's just the first game, so I'm not looking right now. All I want is win the East, and then we'll go from there.
Hey Dennis, I'm glad that your team had to spoil Tom Brady Day at Patriots place over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I don't give a fuck about Brady no more.
I tweeted that. I felt like they was. I mean, look, I get it, but I feel like they ate him up way too quick. The first game of the season is like, yo, can y'all wait till like later on to eat Tom Brady up? Like the way that this didn't have to be Tom Brady Day week 1. Like it was crazy to me. I feel like they could have waited a little longer. I don't know, waited maybe some anniversary coming up or something. But week 1, just the second he ain't playing football, y'all was ready to go ahead. I get it. He,
Get him out the paint.
Yeah,
so Maestro crew. So the rumor is that the Patriots were trying to beat the Bucs to the punch in terms of honoring Tom Brady, because I think at some point this year the Bucs were going to honor him as well, like put him in like their Ring of Honor or something like that. And the Patriots didn't want them to be the first ones to do it. I don't know how true that is, but
that's what does it matter? Right?
Nah.
What does that matter? Yeah. I mean, all right, if that's what's going on in y'all conference rooms, God bless.
Hey, Terradome, he's a cheater. I ain't respecting that.
Yep, that's right.
What up, Perk?
No respect. That's Marcus's GOAT.
I thought it was Jimmy G.
That.
Oh Lord.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
No, but then
Jimmy G jersey on now.
I probably had which one do you think? Raiders, Niners, Patriots? Which one do you think he has?
Raiders.
Or all three?
The Raiders want him.
He got the
3-stripe one. He got the 3-stripe one. He got the 3-1.
He might have the where'd he go to college? East Illinois or whatever.
Yeah.
He might have one of those
from somebody's swap meet with all three teams on that joint with a fake ass Mitchell and Ness.
Like they used to do back in the day. Yes, sir.
Iron that bitch right on there. I ain't slick.
Was that Nelly who did
Kirk,
that?
which one you going to?
That was Nelly who did that Bama shit against the Giants and the Ravens.
The who?
When the Giants, I think Nelly performed at the Super Bowl halftime show in 2000 when the Ravens beat the Giants and hit that Bama ass split in half jersey. One side with the Giants and one half with the Ravens.
Oh yeah.
That was nasty, bro. That was nasty, bro.
Nasty.
I'm going to the Dallas game.
That was random.
Terradome will be at the Dallas game. Right. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I was reading the chat. Sorry. Yeah.
Tourette's.
My bad.
Tourette's. Never mind.
Just reading the chat.
No, not again. Not again.
Shut the fuck up. Please don't give me PTSD.
I wasn't gonna be the one to say
it to yourself.
I don't want to even think about that fucking kid on the airplane with the fucking Tourette's, man. That kid give me nightmares.
You might have the most interesting kid on airplane stories in this group. Anybody else I know
ever
in this group?
And the baby's crying. Gina, I mean,
in this group.
That's what I'm saying.
Jordan, you talking about baby stories or stories?
It's like stories on the kids on the plane.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I don't got that many stories.
Anybody here having travel plane stories?
Yeah, I got one.
With Russ Wilson kissing babies and whatnot. Tell it.
Yeah, never again. But my daughter was like 1.5 at the time. We was in Costa Rica. We had a connecting flight in Houston. And when I tell you, she dropped the big one right in the seat, like right as we're sitting in the seat, she lets one loose. And I'm like, yo, I need to go to the bathroom and change it. And somebody was like, you ain't gonna be able to change nothing in there. It's like too tight in there. So I ended up having to change her in front of like everyone that was sitting on the aircraft.
Hey, man.
I was like, my bad, y'all. I was thinking the aircraft a little bit.
I'd have been like, you better mind your damn business.
Mm-hmm. Right, what are you looking at?
Right.
I was thinking here for a minute.
I tell you what, though, it's better than it being all up
Was
and
it
down
something
on
at
the plane.
Delta? The Delta situation.
Yeah, y'all hear about that Delta
I
situation?
was just about to ask about that. Have y'all heard about that?
Man, yes, I have.
What?
All right, so here's how it went down.
Oh,
There's a flight going
we heard.
Whoa. Are we really talking about this before we talk about my Rams? The hell with that. Y'all can get to this shitty ass plane later. You get to this shitty ass plane later. Hey, let's switch on and get to my Rams, and y'all can talk about whatever y'all want after that. But we ain't about to talk about the 49ers and the Eagles, and not talk about what the hell my Rams did to Seattle.
Hey, Dan, to be fair,
I'll talk about that shitty plane later.
To be fair, I did have the banner ready. Let's get to it. Because we want to talk about defenses. Let's talk about it, baby. You have the floor, sir.
I can tell you this right now. I got the youngest team in the league. I got the most rookies starting in the league, and we looked really, really good. Now, I will say this: Seattle did not have two of their left tackles, and they did not have a right tackle. So that makes a hell of a difference when you're trying to go against an Aaron Donald. I won't even mention everybody else on the line because everybody is young. My rookie Byron Young, my rookie Jacoby Turner, all of those guys made plays on defense. Every last one of them. They did a hell of a job. As a matter of fact, going into the second half, the Rams scored 21 unanswered points. They scored a total of 23 points in the second half. They gave up only 8 yards total offense to Seattle. They only 8 yards, nothing else. Seattle didn't see the end zone. They didn't see all Gino kept seeing was Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald said earlier before the game that he wanted to reintroduce himself, and he damn sure showed Seattle at Lumen Field. Damn your 12th man, all that bullshit. We waved bye-bye to them in Seattle. I did not expect that to happen. We whooped their ass. San Fran wasn't the only team that scored 30 points, my boy. And we did it on the road too, and it was a division game. As a matter of fact, the Rams are number 1 in the division. I don't give a damn if it's 1-0. We number 1 in the damn division.
Hey, take that.
That's number 2.
Hey. You charged for it, but it's okay.
We play next week. I know what it is. I know San Fran is the fucking juggernauts. I know they beat us all the time, but I can tell you this: if my defensive line plays any type of way that they played against Seattle, we gonna give y'all fits. Y'all gonna beat us, but it's not gonna be just a blowout. Like it's gonna be a defensive battle. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and we known to put quarterbacks on their ass. So be careful. We knock quarterbacks out the game. So Brock Purdy didn't see no real pressure from Pittsburgh. I don't know what the hell Pittsburgh were doing. I don't know what
fired.
He had 3 sacks. TJ Watt had 3 sacks.
TJ Watt had 3 sacks alone. But
it wasn't no constant pressure. It wasn't constant pressure. It was not constant pressure. It wasn't constant pressure. He had 3 sacks, but it wasn't. He wasn't. Brock Purdy wasn't under duress the whole damn game. He wasn't running for his life. Gino was running for his life. Several plays. You can run the film. So
like you said, both tackles was out.
You being all hype like this for what?
I'm hyped like this.
Let that man enjoy his win, man. Let that man enjoy his win.
No. Because he's trying to get hype and stick his chest out. I got the youngest team in the league. Next week, let's see. I
got the youngest team in the league. Both of my young receivers went over 100 yards. So I can care less about what you're talking about, Jamal. You got the highest paid salary. You got the highest paid defense. You got the highest paid everybody. Y'all better win. And y'all better win. And if y'all lose to us next week, y'all gonna be sad. Y'all gonna be super sad. And I'm gonna be talking much shit if the 49ers lose to us and leave us out. I'm gonna be like, y'all better go get that street meat. Or to go get that street meat.
We won't.
Wait a minute.
It's not the street meat.
I don't know where he going.
Not the street meat.
The street meat.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy though?
That was in the video.
He was saying a lot last week about him and his team.
I noticed that against that Pittsburgh game. Y'all still dropping picks, huh?
Man, still
y'all
talking.
demons ain't never gonna leave y'all, huh?
Right.
Oh, y'all got a toll to pay, boy. Y'all got a toll to pay. All I can say is, like I said, I ain't expect my team to be Wait, Marcus said he expected my team to win 4 games. Ted said he expected my team to win 4 or 5 games. Am I right, Gina? I believe Ted said about 4 or 5 games. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody picked us to beat Seattle. Not in Seattle. Nobody.
I know I did.
That's true.
So whatever. My squad balled out. Like my second year running back, looking like he the starting running back. 50 yards, 2 TDs.
My man didn't even have trust in his own squad. Now he want to stick out and be hyped about it.
Hey, talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm hyped about my young players. Like I did not expect our defense to come together like this. I certainly did not expect my offense to come together like this. Do you know that my offensive line had the second best rating of QB pressures and so forth? Matthew Stafford did not get sacked. He did not get touched. Threw for over 300 yards. Chilling. Like, man, we did, for a team that wasn't expected to do nada, we was ranked in the bottom 4 of the league, number 28. You dig what I'm saying? 29. So whatever, man. To go in, everybody was talking shit about Seattle.
30-7 doesn't prove his point.
Team last year and all this bullshit. Yeah, we went up there and made them look stupid as fuck.
By the way, Brock Purdy was hurried 12 times.
30-7.
30-7.
James, 30-7 doesn't prove his point. It just means we have better defense.
Who's that?
What are you talking about?
I'm responding to the chat.
I think that was in response to the whole he wasn't hurried or pressured. So I was looking at the numbers. 29 dropbacks for Brock Purdy. 12 times he was hurried, 4 times he was hit, 3 times he was sacked. Just to give more context to what the pass rush was like.
Well, I guess your offensive line was better.
Oh yeah, that ain't no doubt about that.
Right. I mean,
no doubt about that. They dealt with it pretty
well.
What
was Pickett's numbers? Run them numbers. Let's see how many hurries and hits and sacks he took.
Oh, well, I mean, if we're going to ask the question, who was a better defense? I mean, we all know what that was.
What I'm asking is, I want to know the definition of under duress the entire game, because I think we can all agree that Kenny Pickett was under duress the entire game.
So it was credited with 46 total dropbacks.
I would say Geno Smith, wasn't it?
He was credited with 46 total dropbacks, 20 hurries. He was hit 4 times and sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
Either him or Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones went down.
Daniel Jones was under duress.
That motherfucker was stressed out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. For real. I'm like, we don't think about duress. Daniel Jones.
Man, there was one play where the guy just let the rusher run free against Daniel Jones, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but sometimes though I got to see who the play you're talking about, but sometimes that's by design. There was one play, Pittsburgh had a free rush on Brock Purdy on the blitz. He feels him coming, spins out of it, then made the throw down the field that Debo got. I think it was intended for Kittle, but Debo's the one that made the catch. But hey, sometimes your quarterback is good enough to just feel that.
So how y'all feel about Daniel Jones not being taken out of that game? Everybody cool with that?
Yep, I'm cool with that.
Being taken out.
That motherfucker got that big ass contract. Stay your ass in that goddamn game. We paying you to play. You gonna play.
Right.
But Dan, why they wait till a minute left in the game to pull him out? Because everybody was like pining for the team to pull him. Like
you ever been disciplined by your parents? You ever been disciplined by your parents?
Of course. So then keep him in the game. Keep him in the last play in the game.
That whooping was long enough. He got to. We let him out the last minute to think about it. Now think about it. Think about what you did.
Him on the last series.
You remember in the movie Life when he was getting whooped up by Big Boy, and then the Big Boy was like, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Pick him up.
That's exactly what it. Pick him up. Carry him on in.
Yeah, hey, I'm with James. Yo, if he getting paid, you keep him in there. Hey, we paying you to play. I don't care what you're going to play.
Figure it out.
You got to find a way to get some kind of rhythm going into next week, some kind of way.
I mean, but it was killers out on that field last night. That dude could have got killed. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't like getting like, oh, they just kind of gently letting him. They was hitting that motherfucker. He was getting killed.
3 rushers. He let offensive line with some shit last night.
I'm about to say that sounds like the problem. People had concerns about Evan Neal coming into the season too. I remember that. Like Andrew Thomas was obviously a dude, but on the other side of that line, Evan Neal he hasn't been it so far.
Man, if you got any,
I'm not even talking about week one. I'm saying like in general, last year.
Yeah.
If you got any ambition,
talk about Atlanta too.
Oh, we will.
I don't think Garrett Wilson has caught a pass this game. I'm sorry, I got him in my fantasy. We were talking about. I don't think Garrett Wilson has caught a pass in this damn game. This is
well, you know what the quarterback is, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I hate to be that one.
Why is it that Zach Wilson gets chances and opportunities and Trey Lance doesn't? Anyway, keep going, man. Let's just keep going.
I was about to say because
open the box.
Are we chilling? Because we can get into it. Trey Lance should
he is hot garbage on the field right now.
He should have an opportunity. 100. He should have an opportunity. I agree, but he got traded to be a third stringer in Dallas. I mean, I don't know.
Jerry being Jerry.
You ain't co-signing that though, right? Like I don't co-sign that.
Well, look, no, I don't, because I think he's too young to not have an opportunity. So I don't co-sign it. But I mean, hey man. It seems for whatever reason, the 49ers made it very clear. And in my mind, I know my man disagreed with it. In my mind, once he had them those 6 games, I think they had made their decision back then. In the regular, I think they had made up their mind back last year.
That's the way it was looking.
Yeah.
By all reports, so.
Yeah,
they wasn't lying to us. I said that they wasn't lying to us. I just didn't want to believe it.
Right.
Hey, it is what it is now.
Because I was saying, I said they talking about 6 months he gonna be right back. I said, oh yeah, Trey Lance ain't playing that. He gone.
Well, let me ask y'all about Kyle Shanahan. Is there like a particular type of quarterback that he likes?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
I saw a story. I mean, literally the next day after I had Rod and Wives on, I saw an article about Kyle Shanahan and his affinity for Kirk Cousins, and I said, there you go, right there. I said, there you go, right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan would take Kirk Cousins today.
Yeah,
he would trade Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold for Kirk Cousins today. Right now. Right now. And give up 3 more picks.
Hey.
That's what they should have just did. They should have just gave the 3 picks to Minnesota for Kirk Cousins. That's what they should have did.
Straight up. And that would have been fair. Hey, send Trey back home. He could have stayed up there and did his thing in Minnesota. Done deal.
Done deal.
Both sides would have won.
Just send the 3 picks to them.
I like it.
Sounds too good. But
your team's arrogant though, because they traded him to not a division rival, but they traded him to a conference rival that y'all beat back to back in the postseason.
Let's be clear. Trey Lance is not going to skip that field.
I said it the night that happened. I said that's either arrogant or you just feel like this kid is not going to be nothing. We're just saying the same thing.
And you have to get him. And you have to get him off the books. That's what they was cheering him about for saving a little bit of cap money. You had to get him off the books. So
that's how they looked at it. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of him because he ain't gonna work. They just gave up on him. And we either Shannon Sharp.
Either he ain't gonna work or we know he's not gonna see the field. So we're not
definitely seeing the field in Dallas. That ain't happening.
Seen it this year.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
For sure, he ain't seen it this year.
That ain't happening.
Not after that 40 ball.
Nope.
He ain't that field.
Nah. Well, it wasn't because of Dak the reason why they put up 40.
Very true.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Dak will do Dak things. Dak will Dak.
No.
He will Prescott soon. Trust me.
Dak doesn't have to. He doesn't have to Dak. He doesn't have to. But Dak will.
He's going to though. Yeah, but I say he going to though.
Yeah.
He will be. I don't think Dak or Dak this year.
I wanted to set that too earlier.
I tell you what, I'm about to say if Dak don't Dak, they might be. You might be talking about them in Super Bowl contention with Philly and San Fran.
They're already there. It's a 3-team.
They're definitely number 3. They're definitely
race,
3.
which is fine. But it's a 3-team race at the top of the NFC. Those 3, and then there's a step down so you get to those next level teams.
Right. There's a next level, and then there's the bottom of the basement.
Yeah, I give the offense credit though last night because even with the special teams touchdown and the pick six, when Dak was on offense, they moved the ball pretty good. Like almost every chance that they got on offense, they moved the ball pretty good. So I give them that.
Now I'm gonna keep it a buck on something. This is kind of off subject, but it's on sports. I was a little mad at the Ravens quarterback because he was supposed to show out. I was playing somebody this week in fantasy, and Mahomes didn't do too well. So I was like, man, I might have a chance.
Mahomes didn't do nothing.
Did you see what Lamar Jackson did for me?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I was like, save my game.
I know.
Save game.
I know. Yeah.
17 of 22, 169, 1 interception, and 6 carries for 38 yards for Lamar. Trey, you want to say anything about that?
I'm about to say the Texans.
I love how I love how the goalpost gets moved. We talking about the Rams win. We talking about the Niners win. We talking about the Eagles win. But we get to the Ravens. Oh, did you see Lamar Jackson in fantasy? And I'm like,
you want to be celebrating?
Nothing you're saying is wrong. Nothing you're saying is wrong. Like he did not have a great day yesterday, but we got the win.
That's what matters.
That's all I care about. Is getting the win.
I would have rather Kenny Pickett had that trash game with a win. So he just had a trash game.
Yeah, right. You get the win. Yeah. Now, it sucks because we had 4 players go down to injury.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins, that's tough, man.
J.K. Dobbins rupture his Achilles, and I'll be honest with you, that might be the last time we see him in a Ravens uniform.
Yeah.
This is his contract year.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sucks for the kid, man.
Yeah.
Because he was all pissed off about the
right.
and stuff. Not getting the ball in the playoffs against Cincinnati. He was pissed off about that. Had a little bit of contract holdout this offseason, and then he showed up and, was kind of going at it back and forth between the front office. And, he played yesterday. He got a touchdown. He scored. But it's unfortunate for the kid. Like, I pray for that kid's mentals because he's going to end up missing a total of 42 games over the course of 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. He's going to be a casualty. You ain't lying about that. He definitely going to be a casualty.
Yep.
And the way they value running backs as is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, look at what they're doing to the top running backs. Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook. Like, look at what they're doing to the top running backs.
Kareem Hunt is still on the street.
On the street.
Like, that's just crazy to me.
Man.
Like, if I'm the Ravens, I'd call Kareem Hunt right now. See what's up.
He'd have been called before the game was over.
Right.
Yo, baby, what's up? You good?
You might have to give Indy a call too.
Hey,
What about Jonathan Taylor?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think Irsay want to give him up though.
Because that Bama, they
He
told
does, but he doesn't.
he don't.
He does,
he
but he
don't.
doesn't.
They told Miami
Irsay don't wanna give him
Jalen Waddle for Jalen Waddle and picks for Jonathan Taylor, knowing damn well Miami ain't about to give him no Jalen Waddle and no picks for no Jonathan Taylor.
But that's what's so crazy to me. You don't value him, you don't want to pay him, but you want this slew of a package back for him. Like, y'all gotta relax. Like,
They want the cake and eat it too, man.
They understand the running back market. It's very, it's bad. It's not good. It's terrible for everybody, but they clearly understand what the market is. They understand what the running back market is. It's like, and he was injured the year before. So it's like, nah, you Jack got to play with us.
He doesn't have to.
He could hold out, but
because here's the thing, and this is what sometimes you just got to understand. I know owners might be the most, especially a lot of them. Some of these owners might be the most egotistical people out there. Either you can trade him and you find a way to get something for him, or he's not going to re-sign after all this. So you're just going to lose him for nothing. So pick your poison. Which one do you want?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I hear you because that makes sense. That makes sense in theory. But where's John? Like, do you think Jonathan? Like, is Jonathan Taylor going to go anywhere else and make $12 million?
I think he's got a better chance making it somewhere else than he does Indianapolis.
That's fair, but I don't think he's gonna make $12 million nowhere else.
And maybe it might not be 12, but maybe it could be because Saquon got, when he did the 1 year deal, it was what, 10?
It might have been 11, but
10 or 11. I can see Jonathan Taylor doing something around
That's
there.
a 1 year deal, right?
And yeah, it's a 1 year deal. And my thing too with it is you want to talk about, okay,
Baltimore
well,
could do
part of
that
it with Jonathan
for 1 year.
Taylor is that he gets hurt. Saquon's been hurt almost every year that we've seen, and he still got that 10, 11. So if you're worth it, and especially if you're a team, you feel like, man, if we really do need that one dynamic guy to make us over the top, look at San Francisco. At first, I was told all before they made that trade for Christian, man, this offense is set up so perfectly. We have this, that running back. They go down, and then you saw right away, as soon as you put Christian in there, they start averaging 30 a game, and that's even with Jimmy G. So if you're really about it in terms of winning a Super Bowl, that is one of those guys that can take you over the top. So yeah, you might spend some money on him.
So Trey, y'all spending $11 million on him in your mental mind?
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna call up Melvin Gordon from the practice squad.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cheap,
I heard that name.
and he available.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon got a ring with Kansas City, didn't he? For doing nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I can relate.
mean, if you're Kansas City, would you put him out there with the fumbles he got?
That's what I'm saying.
Would you? I mean, that's a better question for you.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Better question for you.
I wouldn't.
But they probably gonna do that.
When you fumble as a running back, that dude puts you in the doghouse.
That's an invite straight to the doghouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, when they signed him in the offseason, I was like, Melvin Gordon, like, this doesn't make sense.
But you know they're gonna give him a shot, though. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but that leash gonna be short. So,
and he's cheaper, and he just might give you something. They gonna try him first.
They might.
Ain't no might. They already saw it. I already seen the damn reports. They about to pull Melvin Gordon up.
Well, yeah, they're gonna pull him up, but I'm just saying how much of a chance they really gonna like. They're gonna give him what, 15, 16 carries? Is he gonna be the number one? Is it gonna be RB1?
I mean, yeah, clearly at committee at this stage of the game. Yeah,
what up, Wise?
Yeah, clearly
it's committee.
Wise, whatever.
Yeah.
Wise.
Sunday, Dobbins got the start, and then Justice Hill was the RB2.
Right.
So in this case,
do you see possible Justice Hill being one?
That's what it's looking like. Justice Hill 1, Gus Edwards 2, and then Melvin Gordon be the third back.
Okay.
Yikes!
But it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
Thankfully you got Gus Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Gus Edwards.
Yep.
You know, he's been good. He's an efficient running back. So I mean,
recovering from an injury, but yeah, I definitely want him for certain. Pause. Yeah, definitely. But we got to talk about
that was wild.
Losing the center on Sunday. We lost Linderbaum for injury. We lost Ronnie Stanley for the rest of the game.
That's massive. Pause.
Yeah.
I remember
that was crazy
at Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's gonna be rough. He might miss 2 weeks. Linderbaum might miss maybe 1 week. And then we lost Marcus Williams to a pec injury.
Damn.
Damn.
And like you said, that's. I feel like, I mean, obviously you want to win every single week, but I feel like the main goal for everyone, first and foremost, you go through week 1 without any serious injuries. Yeah, that's always the main thing. Is this all? I mean, that's always the hardest part. So that's so tough to hear. But also just talking about you're talking about the running back room with the Steelers. With the Ravens. I know one team that's pretty happy about their running back room. The Atlanta Falcons. All right, man. We made it to this point of the show. I get to talk about the Falcons. I'm happy Rod didn't hit I just want to tell you right now, we don't care because we do care. And I know Wise is going to comment on this really quick. So Wise, before you even type it in, shut up. Yes, I wasn't happy with the Bijan Robinson pick. I wanted Jalen Carter, and I think you see why. The tape shows why. But that first touchdown that dude had, you had to catch and then a back drew right off rip, then break another two, and then go through contact to get the touchdown. Sloppy game overall by my Falcons, at least offensively. But I tell you
Unc is leaving.
Yeah, Unc, I know you got it.
Jordan, you want me to go ahead and play that clip for you, brother? I got it.
You know what? Yeah, please do. Please do.
I got you.
Let me go ahead and see this. Right. So I can remember this when he's doing his Hall of Fame acceptance speech down the road. Let's go ahead and pull that up.
Bijan Robinson dancing around.
Watch this man.
And he hits the
Get off me. Come here.
His first NFL touchdown.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And that stop touchdown. You see Bijan Robinson right here catching the little bubble screen.
That's
the move on Frankie Louvu. That guy is too big to move like
Terrible
that.
tackling.
You know, I didn't realize that he's like 220. Bijan Robinson. The way he moves, I would not have guessed he's 220.
Copyright.
But
yeah, I picked up Bijan Robinson on my fantasy. Thank you very much.
Very smart. But you know what I'm most impressive and happy about is this man Jesse Bates. Like I knew Jesse Bates was good.
Because he's good. Yeah.
No, 2 interceptions and a forced fumble in his first game. I mean, you want to talk about a debut with the new team, right? I mean, they made him, I think, the 4th highest paid safety, and that's already paying off for one game. Again, not the best passing wise from Desmond Ridder, but that's all right. First game, I'm not going to be tripping too much about it.
Hey, I appreciate your team for getting them out of our division.
Hey, like I said, I knew he was good, but then it's good. Like you see him on your team, and you're watching every snap. And the cool thing about it too, and Rod, you know this from being in Atlanta. Dan, you know it too. It's been a while since the actual Falcons fan base has really bought in to a team, and understandably so. Some of the rosters we've had have been awful. But looking at the bins on Sunday, I saw the pregame party they had, I think, on a Friday. The whole stadium singing "We Ready" by Archie Eversole. You know, like it feels different right about now. And I think that's what I was most excited about with Atlanta this weekend.
Rest in peace, Archie, too.
Rest in peace. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
That was an anthem there, boy. I wasn't in Atlanta, but that was an anthem there.
Still is.
Still is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Still
is. We was there through the thick of it, huh, Dan?
You know it. You know it.
I mean, I just wasn't in the same place as you were.
Man. Those are some lovely days back then, boy.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
So what give me your opinion on these Falcons, like as far as like competing for the division and all that. How you feeling about that?
I feel great. I mean, as they know, I picked the Falcons to win the division to start this year off.
Yep.
And I'm sticking firm with it. Like I said, I know it wasn't the same thing right with the Ravens. And of course, one thing you got to consider, first game with Todd Monken there too. So yeah, first game as a quarterback, not the greatest. It's all good. I think the same thing now with Desmond Ridder. I know that he was there last year. Arthur Smith was there, but Arthur has talked about how the offense they ran last year was more so out of necessity. They kind of had to do it because of what you had with Marcus Mariota. So I think some things are still a little bit different for Desmond going into this year too. And I already told people, like, I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to trip if all of a sudden starting off the season, the offense doesn't look the way I want. Maybe the defense takes a little time to get going just because they have so many new pieces too. But man, you put up only give up 10 points. There's a 4th down stop in there. And again, that's the most formidable Falcons defense I've seen in a while. Usually Falcons, as we all know, you get a lead, you get passive defensively, and then they start, going in that soft shell defense. You give up chunk plays. There really wasn't that much down the field for Bryce Young. And so that's what I was most excited about. So no, I'm still feeling good and confident.
Did your ones start in the preseason? Because that seemed to be like a theme yesterday. Like my team, none of the ones played in the preseason at all. So it seems like
it showed
coming off the offseason and there's a little bit of rust.
I mean, it's weird because you have. I was just about to say that. Yeah, I was just about to say there's one team in here where they didn't really play a lot, and they were on the roll. We only played a couple series, our second game against Cincinnati, but again, it wasn't really that much. But so I mean, it's a mixed bag with that, right? Because I know Kansas City, they play everybody, and Kadarius Toney looked like he never touched a jugs machine. So it's just hard to say.
Yeah, there was a team that started all their ones during preseason was looking fabulous, and then come real season,
That's the thing with preseason, right? It's such a mixed bag. You have some teams, they play everybody, they look good. Some that don't, and they don't. Like I can't call it.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
But yeah, you just can't tell sometimes how training camp and what you got to do about it, how that's gonna fare out.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce early because all of a sudden I'm not feeling good. I feel ill. But I want to say thank you. You guys wrap up the show for Jordan and Dan and Rod. I gotta go. I feel like ill all of a sudden.
We hope you feel
better.
Gina, get
Thank
well
you.
soon, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just I gotta go before I get really sick. So you guys are awesome. You guys need to watch Barbershop Sports Talk Pod if you're not on it. All of the links are in the description box. But you guys, I love you and
Appreciate you.
Everybody in the audience, please click like and hit the links in the description box. But I love you guys. Okay, so
I hope you feel better.
Be safe.
Yeah,
Thank
get
you.
well soon. And we'll talk off air at some point.
Absolutely. But I mean, no, I know we went through a little bit of everybody's team, so we can just kind of wrap it up with what you thought was most impressive from your team from week 1, and then what you want to see them improve on the most too.
I guess I gotta be the one to start because my team lost.
Fire away. I mean, you said it, not me. You said it,
but I felt the energy. I like to think I'm an empath, and you know what I'm saying. So I felt the energy. Look, man, I throw all that shit in the trash and start like next Thursday, next Monday. I'm sorry, against Cleveland. Everything that happened outside of TJ Watt still being TJ Watt, you could throw all that shit in the trash.
Facts.
Anything you thought was like, okay, well, we can build on this, or is it just going to be TJ Watt?
And by the way, Cam Hayward has a hamstring injury. Please, please, Lord.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And Deontay Johnson, didn't he get hurt too?
Yes, he also had a hamstring injury. His doesn't seem as serious as Cam Hayward. My guess, I mean, obviously I'm speculating, is that he'll probably be all right by next week. Fingers crossed. But as far as throw all that shit in the trash. I got expectations for my team. Throw all that shit in the trash. And shout out to my man Mike Tomlin. He said the same thing without saying shit. Throw all that shit in the trash. Throw all that shit in the trash.
No, you talk about the expectations for your team. I mean, whether you want to include week 1, not include it. What were your thoughts coming into the year?
My thoughts coming into the season is that we are very capable of winning the division. In fact, I'm not even going to mince my words. I said we are winning the division, and I stand on it. You hear me?
All right.
It's cool.
That's AFC. We don't have to deal with them anymore.
And
he can talk here.
So if I got if I got a positive, and if I got a positive, since I don't want to have a positive. It was an NFC loss, so it's like, all right, maybe the stakes aren't as high. But I did want to see that was a litmus test for me. Like, I came with that energy because that was a litmus test for me. Like, that's a top team in the NFC. If we could play with them, we could play with anybody. So now we got to figure out who we could play with now.
Kenny Pickett putting 30 up on the Niners was a litmus test?
Yes, because I got lofty expectations for my team.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I got lofty expectations for my team. So yeah, I want to see what we could do against the best. I don't care about Baltimore.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Damn that. We
better care about us. We in the division.
No, it's not that. No, I'm saying respectfully to y'all, because y'all division. We see y'all twice a year. We know what y'all are. We always gonna play y'all tough. So I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about teams we don't see. Kansas City, San Fran, Philly. Like, I'm worried about them. Because I'm trying to get
y'all ain't playing them this year, so we ain't gotta worry about that.
We just might.
Yeah,
we just might.
But
we just might.
Hey, you gonna see them Rams later this year, though.
That's for sure. I ain't worried about that neither. I worry about it when we get there. See, I said I was going to chill to the mall.
You should. Y'all should be concerned about one player, because Kenny Pickett looked like he. Okay.
What week we got? What week we got? Los Angeles.
Like y'all got us early, like the 5th week.
Week 7.
It's in my calendar.
Week 7.
We'll be ready.
And Christian, so far the word has been that the X-rays were negative, but that's all. So that's all we've really got from that.
October 27th. I'm sorry, 22nd.
All right, we gonna tap in. We gonna tap in with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sad day for y'all.
I don't duck no smoke, man. I don't duck no smoke.
We might have to bring Dan on that
week. No smoke.
Right.
I'm coming on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
We might have to bring Dan on.
No smoke.
I'm coming on.
Yeah. I will have my popcorn ready.
Because by that time we should know exactly where our teams stand.
That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it.
Facts.
That's where I'm at with it.
I just hope you don't be like, man, Mike Tomlin ain't never had no season like this.
That's one thing I ain't there. Nah.
Mike Tomlin, dog. Like, I don't know if he the coach for us anymore. I don't. Yeah, some good runs back in the day. I mean, I just
maybe it's
time. I don't know what they see in Kenny Pickett. I really don't know what they see in Kenny Pickett. I mean, it just the Pittsburgh nostalgia because he played in the same stadium, but
I'm gonna let y'all got everybody winners this week. I'm gonna let y'all have that. Y'all got that. I know you happy about that, your rookie receivers. You got that. Yeah, you got that. Y'all got San Fran week 2, right?
Why do you think he's so happy now?
Right.
Let's get this one for the boys. Let's get this one in off real quick. Let's celebrate real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this show on the road.
Hey, Christian, I appreciate you, bruh.
And then, of course, Steve-O, he hears everything Dan says. He said, go ahead, keep talking. But no, we'll actually go to
Dano.
Yeah, Dano. You could just hear how nasty he typed that too. Just Dano. Because she call him. All right, buddy.
Sound like a dirty trucker name, Dano.
Trucker.
But no, let's say, Dan, we'll go to you since I know you got a lot to say already, at least for a game that's about 6 weeks down the road. But what you saw from week 1 that you like, what you want to see improved on going into week 2?
Honestly speaking, I mean, they exceeded my expectations in week 1. They won. And the way we won was just impressive. I mean, defense was clicking, offense was clicking. I mean, Matthew Stafford showed you that, he probably still top 5 in the NFC as quarterbacks, maybe even top 3. So, I mean, that looks good. I do want us to
touchdown, Garrett Wilson.
One hand?
Delay, man. I'm on delay.
One hand?
Oh, my bad.
Wow.
That's nasty.
Oh, did you see that?
That's nasty.
I can't see my damn TV from where I record at, so I'm irritated.
Garrett, so he's matched up with the defender. It's
Tre'Davious White too, mind you.
It's clear pass interference. He grabs the ball opposite his body, brings it back to curl and take it as he's going down. He grabs it to make sure he secures it. Nasty. They're gonna be in the film room talking about that.
Jeez.
Zach Wilson just tried to shimmy on somebody.
Ooh.
But nah. So actually, here's how I was gonna go with this. I wanted to save the guests for last, but Maestro wanted to go ahead, jump the gun.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I gotta accept it, man. Tomorrow I might. If y'all did this tomorrow, I'd have been a little more spicy.
But no, I'll go ahead with it since, like I said, I think the Niners had the best performance. I'll let Rod go, and then Trey, you finish this one on out. But no, I was impressed. I love our run game. I mean, shocker. That's what we did last year. But the fact that I got Gina V in there, and then also you still saw Tyler Algier balling, and we had a rookie left guard. I didn't really hear his name called much the whole game. Which again, that's basically a compliment for you if you're an offensive lineman. So Matthew Bergeron stepped in like he's going to be a dude for us. And then what I want to see improve, especially with Green Bay coming in next week, we got to be better against the run. The fact that Carolina actually outgained us on the ground was not something I expected. But that duo with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon coming into town, they're going to be even more focused on trying to run that rock, especially what they saw on tape. So that's the thing I really want to see. I mean, we spent all that money in the offseason to get more size and more talent on the defensive line. So I need to see more out of that.
I think for the Niners.
Yeah, Rod, take it away.
Hey, Brandon Ayuk did exactly what I spoke on both shows. I think he's going to solidify this year why he should be a number one wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And I think he will also market himself this year to not be in the 49ers uniform after this year.
Really?
The way yeah. I Dan can attest to this. I've been a fan of Brandon Ayuk for years. Mm-hmm. I just felt like the opportunity was never given to him. Now that I think that he's here, I think this is going to be his year. Like, I've been a Brandon Ayuk fan. Yeah. So I knew, watching him at Arizona State, the whole nine, what he could produce.
That game against Oregon.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Like, I knew about him. So now knowing what Brandon Ayuk is doing, I feel like he's just going to put himself in a stratosphere money-wise. Granted, I know that we just cleared up like $42 million in cap space out of nowhere.
Yeah, we got the league now.
Yeah, we got the most in the league out of nowhere, which is shocking to me.
Sheesh.
But yeah,
kick the can down the road.
Right. Reconstructing all these linemen. Wait,
how?
Armstead.
Right.
Reconstruction, switching things to signing bonuses. Yeah.
Yeah. We cleared up $42 million, dog. We have the most salary cap money. So unless something is about to change on an offensive tackle, to clear up for McKivitz, giving up the way that he was, I don't see anything else. But I just feel like Brandon Ayuk, if he continues on the trajectory that he's on right now, he's going to put himself way out of contention, and then he's going to be out of, San Francisco, unless we just give up Debo. I think it all depends on what Debo does this year on an outside base, because we already have Christian McCaffrey there. So
I don't even think it matters. I don't even think it matters, Rod.
I agree.
I don't think it matters, Rod. I think Debo gone.
I feel like Debo, the way Debo would have to have another All-Pro year for him to even maybe have a say-so, and I don't see that. That's just being honest. Yeah. I just don't see it.
Yeah,
I think that was a one-trick pony move. It was good while it lasted. The league caught up with that now. I mean, these little jet sweeps and all.
Ayuk is different. Yeah, he's different. Yeah, Ayuk is different.
Yeah, he's a pure receiver.
Different.
Absolutely. The whole route tree, he can run it.
Yeah.
Debo is just a gadget guy that makes plays happen. You know what I'm saying? So a pure receiver, you get that to Ayuk all day. But, you can put Debo anywhere, but I think he would be awesome for another team. We already have CMC here now, and you see what CMC did yesterday as well. So I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I don't know.
Yeah, ain't no need to put him in the backfield no more. That's for damn sure.
We have a lot of weapons this season, and then I think now my biggest thing is how Brock is making me. He's forcing my hand to make me a believer, like Dion is saying to everybody else. He's forcing me to be like, yo, Brock doing his thing. And I can't, he's shut me up every week. Yeah. And to shut me up every week, the way he's doing it is very impressive, because I have no say so, like, he's bad at this.
Right.
Or he's bad at this. Right. It's like,
Right.
Nah, we ain't scoring 30 just to be like, well, he was okay.
Yeah.
Now, I can't. You can't use that excuse, bro.
Yeah.
They're clicking on all cylinders with him right now. Brock looks extremely comfortable. He looks like an actual captain for the squad. Brandon Ayuk now is getting, passes to his, the way that we thought he should have been utilized. Now I guess this year he's gonna get used that way. We shall see. So right now, it's a tough thing to say right now. It's looking nice. It's looking very nice right now. Just Brock can't take these blind hits anymore. I can tell you that much though. That McKibb's gonna get him killed. So,
man, listen.
Super Bowl or bust though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is no excuses.
Yeah.
Zero. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not
Super
trying
Bowl,
to hear
get him
because
out.
we got a new defensive coordinator. I don't care about none of that because these guys shouldn't care who comes in and does whatever unless they switch the entire scheme, which hasn't happened. So there's no excuse. None. Zero. I don't even care if Brock got hurt. I'm so adamant with this because anytime, you guys and like we spoke on,
baby. I came back on camera for this.
as much as this all relies on Brock Purdy's arm this season. If Brock Purdy can stay healthy, which, and I'm being honest, I don't know, but if he is, we can go a long ways. He gets injured, I don't care. I'm not trying to hear that because he wanted Sam Darnold here. He got Sam Darnold. There is no excuse behind that. You gave up 3 picks to keep Sam Darnold. You make it work. There is no excuse this year. Period.
I'm with you. I wasn't with you 2 weeks ago, but I'm with you now.
I've been said, hey, it's Super Bowl or get him up out of there.
Absolutely.
Trey, they will tell you every week. That's been my message. They will tell you since last year. They'll tell you like we division rivals, and I laugh at them all the time when they don't do something. Like I'm not a delusional fan.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the 49ers should have beat us in that doggone NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I know it.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped picks. Mm-hmm. Jimmy G threw picks. Mm-hmm. And Aaron Donald is behind me holding up that ring finger. You dig? So, I'm not naive. I'm glad. I mean, we still had to go to the Super Bowl and beat Cincinnati. We did it. You know what I'm saying? So we earned it. No matter how we did it, we earned it.
Thank you for that.
So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So San Fran should have been in the Super Bowl at least the last 3 years, in my opinion. And I'm not going to change that narrative.
Yeah, say two of four, because I think there was 2019, and then they had
the injuries in 2020, I think.
Yep.
Correct.
And then 21 was when they was playing the Rams, and then just this past year
is when Brock Purdy got hurt.
Definitely no excuse this year.
There's no excuse.
I agree.
It's no excuses. Like, injuries happen. We still had Odell went down. We still had to beat Cincinnati. What was going to be the excuse if we lost? Damn, Odell went down.
Yeah.
Nah, dog, you got to go get that ring.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the reason why I said there's no excuses because y'all know me. I've been screaming it since the get-go. That was the dumbest play call idea possible that got Brock Purdy hurt last year. But it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And so, that's just how I feel about that. But I think, we all agree. We all agree for the 49ers, it is Super Bowl or nothing. And it's not even the fact of what we think. Look at what the team is doing decision.
Right, exactly.
That will tell you what they also think.
Mm-hmm.
So
then on top of that, like you said, to clear up cap space the way that they did, you leave no room for error this year.
No.
Which if you clear out 40 something million in cap space right now before game 1,
right,
you have the money to go and get a right tackle if that's the biggest issue.
Exactly.
Like, there is no excuse. You make that trade, you do whatever. The Rams literally showed you the other year. And that's why, for Dan, I'm not mad at him because he can say what he says because he's absolutely correct. Regardless of how Niner fans want to look at it, he's absolutely correct until you prove it wrong. Period. Simply put. That's why you have to sit up there and what lie has he told? And I'm a Niner fan. I'm a realist Niner fan that knows stuff too. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and just assume we need to walk through this whole season undefeated. Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, you need to be the last team winning. I know that for a fact this year, in my eyes, as a 49er fan, because y'all have given too many opportunities and chances to Kyle Shanahan. And I'm tired of hearing this excuse. Shut my mouth as a Niner fan. Shut me up. And then I'll be like, forever, oh, hey, y'all can never say nothing about Kyle Shanahan ever again, because he's done it. He's done absolutely what he's went out to do. Until then, I'm not trying to hear nothing. Period, point blank.
I don't have to say anything about Kyle Shanahan. Trey, let me let you round this on out. Like you said, what you love from week one, and then what the biggest place for improvement is.
I'm gonna give Zay Flowers his flowers because he was the bright spot on offense on Sunday. He had one play where he caught it behind the line of scrimmage and he made like 3 defenders miss. And I think that guy is gonna be, and I might be over exaggerating, but I think that guy's going to be a superstar. I mean, with as explosive as he can be, this guy, I think, is the real deal. What I'd like to see the team work on, offensive line and defensive line, because our offensive line played like some shit yesterday. And, with respect to Ronnie Stanley and Linderbaum, and, now it's, going to get a little bit worse without those guys if we have to go without them next week. So I like to see them improve that. Defensive line, like to see them improve a little bit. Ojabo did finally get a sack, so that was cool to see. Patrick Queen and what's his name, Roquan, both had some pretty monster games on Sunday. So if there's 2 areas I want to see improvement, both offensive and defensive lines for me. And kind of off topic here, I just want to say Josh Allen is playing like some shit tonight.
I got him starting in one of my leagues, and I mean just pure trash. Just pure trash.
He's got 3 turnovers.
Hey man, that's another kid. That's another kid that will never see a Super Bowl. As good as he is, and as big as he is, Pauls, and as you know what I'm saying, all that bullshit. He gonna get paid top dollar for the rest of his career, but he ain't gonna never, ever, ever, ever sniff a Super Bowl. He won't do it. Not while Patrick Mahomes is there and Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
and don't mess around and let Lamar get loose.
Didn't he set up his team to beat Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead?
Is that what they did?
Need to watch yourself. Joe Burrow still ain't got no line.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing for me.
They don't ever have no line in the beginning of the season.
But they spend money on it, but it just doesn't
happen. They definitely spent money on it last year, and they did go ahead.
They've addressed it. Yeah.
That's the craziest thing for me. It's not the fact. It's not like they're saying, because at first I thought they were when they went and got Jamar Chase instead of giving Nate Sewell. I'm like, y'all just lost your starting quarterback. Supposed to be your franchise guy last year, and you're not going to spend a top pick on a tackle. But of course, Jamar Chase, that kind of worked out for them.
Yeah, right.
I mean, with all the additions that they've made, you would think that after a while, you're not talking about the Bengals' offensive line of pass protection with Joe Burrow still.
Yeah, you would think. But, I mean, Myles Garrett doing basketball drills.
Man, did you see that? Look, all I know is in film, I'm going to that play and just replaying it.
Y'all got replaying it. Y'all got Cleveland next week?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm dead.
I got okay.
I'm humble. I'm humble to them all.
At the end of the day, though, we see Cleveland twice, so it's kind of like, Maestro, you know what they're going to do.
Trash. Don't say they trash. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Rams fans, Allen.
So I think what he's trying to say is like, don't say that Josh Allen is trash, but say that he's playing like trash. I think that's what he's saying.
That's what I said.
That's what we said.
Yeah. I said he's playing like shit tonight.
You didn't say he's a trash quarterback. Like, Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback in this league. What?
Like I said, the only thing that I would
trash. I got him in my fantasy. What is he talking about?
All I would say is
listen
my
to
one,
Steve-O, or take
my
the
one
O off of your
pushback.
name. Start calling you Steve.
Congrats.
Steven.
He gonna put
Steven. I'm gonna say that shit with a list.
Like I said, my only pushback was we have seen Josh Allen actually have his team in position to go to a Super Bowl. And then for whatever reason, Buffalo and that terrible defense in that last, 42 seconds? No, 16 seconds. It was that allowed Kansas City to tie it up. So
yeah.
And for real though, don't let Tua stay healthy for 17 games.
Yeah.
I didn't want to name Tua.
I
purposely didn't name Tua. Purposely.
I wasn't going to say it out loud, but I'm going to say it out loud because I said it. Buffalo might miss the playoffs.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Buffalo might miss the playoffs.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if you're in the division that's that good, they're supposed to have 3 playoff caliber teams. Someone's got to get left out.
We said that during the offseason.
And then you got the AFC North, which is always a bloodbath. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I put my money on it. I ain't gonna hold you. I put a little $20 on it to see if I can make a come up.
I ain't mad at you.
See if I can make me a little come up real quick, little quick something.
Hey, that wouldn't be a bad prediction. I mean, they're not looking good against the Aaron Rodgers list Jets right now. So
see, I gotta hurry up and see what's going on, man.
Jets just took the lead, 16-13.
Right
now. The Jets took the lead.
Yeah, they took the lead.
Just took the lead.
Oh, y'all gotta stop playing with me.
All right. Well, on that note, it sounds like it's about time for us to wrap it up. But first off, again, big time special thanks for Trey and Maestro, the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, coming on here. Again, check out their work, as Gina mentioned before she hopped off. Links, descriptions, all in the bio. Y'all check them out, man. Always funny shows. We've seen Wise, seen Rod on before. Gina's been on there. So I know Dan's gonna be on there a little later in the year when the time's coming. And you never know. You might see me on there too. Even though we don't pay y'all, but I'm always down to talk football.
We was already told to go get you.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
There you go. But no, like we said, we appreciate y'all coming on. Of course, Rod, Dan, per usual. Always a bunch of fun, man. Everyone have a good night, and we will see y'all soon.
Black power.
Black
Amen,
power.
brother.
Yes, sir.